Hi, welcome back to Breaking Bricks. I'm your host, this guy right here. This is week 15 of my mock Clone Wars build, and this is the Battle of Urbana. You know, we've gotten 14 weeks in. This week we're going to focus on the droid side of things. You know, we started working on the tower last week, and we're going to continue working on this side of the tower. We're going to continue to make progress. I need to build the towers kind of simultaneously. That way everything comes out evenly, because if you put one together completely and then you don't put the other one together the same way, it's going to look slightly off. And we don't want that. These towers are supposed to match. So that's what we are going for. So let's just get right into it.
Well, my friends, we've come a long way so far. We've gotten a lot done. I've got like 28 vehicles in this so far. There's more that's going to be added. On top of that, we've already got in here something like 214 minifigures. I keep an exact count of what I put in here, including the brick count. I'm not done. That is a number I will not disclose until after the final, because once again, you know, it's a fun guessing game, and we like to play that at these live events. So that number will not be disclosed until after that, but I do keep a record count as I go. You know, last time we were here, we worked on this tower. We got the lights in. We got the base of this one started at the same time as this one. But once I started adding the lights, we continued on. Now I've got this up to a point. Now I want to get this one completed up to that same point. Whether we go beyond that or not, it's going to depend on time. So we're just going to have to get to work here on that and just get it done. On top of that, you know, we have, you know, the facing that we're going to have to get in place, as well as the gristle work. And, you know, for the first time, you know, I've used snot technique in a lot of my builds. For this version of this bridge, I used it the last time I built it. This time I am not, simply because of weight. Like I said, we're taking this out of the house. This build is amazing so far. I really cannot tell you the type of detail going on in here. You really need to come to Columbus in January. Come check this out. We'll talk more about that in future episodes, but let's just get to work for now. Well, my friends, we've taken this as far as we can take it this week. You know, we've gotten a lot done. The droid side is filled in. We've gotten in a bunch more minifigures. My God, I think I'm getting close to 300 at this point. I really have to take a look at the count. I keep a count of how many minifigures are going in this build. I keep a count of how many bricks are going in this build. And I also keep a count of how many vehicles are going into this build. And I can honestly say for a build that's kind of slim and long, this is the most vehicles I've ever gotten crammed into one build at one time. And we still got more to go. And we've gotten a lot done. And I'm happy about that. These towers are starting to come up. We've gotten this till a breaking point where as I start to build up, I want to be able to take it apart so I can move it. So that's where the breaking point is going to be, and we're going to stabilize it. But before we get to that point, we're going to get this side up to par with that one. And we're going to start facing these sides up a little bit. And as you can see, we've even got some of the chain in place here. Or, well, the brick that I'm using for it anyway. I've got enough to do this side, and I'm going to have to figure out this part of it. I can't remember how I did it the last time I built this bridge, but I'll have to figure it out. Maybe I'll just have to check that video out. Who can tell? But anyway, let's go ahead and take an up-close look at this build. All right, we're just starting right here at the front of the droid side here. You know, this is where some more droids are going to go. I had droids here, but their eyeballs needed done. I really like how those come off. As you can see, my B1s, I've had my wife take care of all the eyeballs. They just stand out so much better, a little bit more distinctly, especially in large numbers like this. All right, so we're getting into where we worked, right here at the top of the tower. We got the side in, the chain link, and the tower. There's not a whole lot to it. Originally I was going to try to put lights down the chain itself, but I changed my mind. But that is the breaking point. And then of course we've gotten some more B1s and B2s in here. Now later on I'm going to be ripping these tanks back out. The motors that I have in here just turn those turrets way too fast for my liking. So we're going to rethink those motors, try to change up the gear and do gear ratios to try to slow them down a little bit. That shouldn't be too hard to do. And of course, you know, this wasn't in the episode, but how do we know he wasn't there running away? So he's getting ready to run away as Anakin takes out the other one. Well, my friends, if you like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets me know I'm doing a good job, and it helps the algorithm suggest this type of content that anybody might be in the Clone Wars, Lego, or Star Wars Lego in general. Hey, you got a good idea for this build? Go ahead and put that down in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And yes, somebody suggested a alternative build for the Oculus Droid, and we're going to be checking that out soon in the future as well too, because I gotta say, if it looks better, let's go with that version rather than the version that I have here, because that's just the one that came out of the battle pack, the recent battle pack. And of course, we cannot grow here as a family unless you hit that subscribe button. For me, it means an awful lot, but it takes you a mere half a second to do so. Otherwise, I'll see you here next time on Breaking Bricks.